So let's talk about the divisional matchups because this is actually, in years past, before they did this one team bye week, the divisional matchups were, 4 teams would get the bye week. So there'd be 4 teams just waiting for the next one, and then they would just destroy them. I think that this season, because they have the 7 team making the playoffs, I kind of like this better because now only one team is really waiting for the other while the rest just played. So let's talk about one of those teams, which is Houston at Baltimore. It's a 9-point spread. The over-under is 45.5. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, like I said, if Pittsburgh wasn't going to be playing Baltimore, I think Baltimore's going to run away with it. Now, they haven't played. The one thing I'll say for Baltimore is they haven't played in 3 weeks, right? They sat their starters week 18. They had a bye week. So this is like their 3rd week. They're going to come out with a little bit of rust. But I still got Baltimore winning pretty easily. I got 27-16 as the final score. I think Baltimore is a better team. I think they've shown that the entire year. And I think Lamar is not going to let this season just go down the drain just because of a little bit of rust. I think they'll hold on to win.
I think Lamar has a chip on his shoulder. I know that he got the big contract, but he hasn't won it all, right? And I think before he got the contract, that's what he kept talking about. He's like, I want to win it all to show management, to show the world that I'm worth it. So he has a chip on his shoulder. I also got them winning 24-17. CJ Stroud, I know last week I said this story is over, but him and DeMeco Ryans, they just keep winning. DeMeco Ryans, I'm almost like, I'm comparing him to Gerard Mayo. They're both ex-players. They both play defense. I don't know if Gerard Mayo will have the same success that DeMeco Ryan is having, but I'm actually, it makes me feel good inside that a defensive coach can go and win these games. But the main ingredient here is that he actually has a pretty damn good quarterback.
Absolutely.
So this is going to be a fun game to watch. I hope that, like I said, it is close, and then second half, Baltimore just takes off. The next game is Green Bay at San Francisco. It's a 9.5 spread. Again, these are big spreads.
Yeah, matchups.
Yeah. 50.5 is over and under. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I got 31-14, San Francisco winning. San Francisco, another team that sat there, some of their starters, I think, the last week. But they'll come out prepared too. Green Bay, it's been a great season, great run. This defense that you're facing is much, much better than Dallas. It's not even close. And then, San Francisco's offense too. Just they run the pro system. Like they can beat you running, passing. They got like some guys that are tough to match with. So 31-14, I don't even think it's going to be one of those games that's close. I just think it's like San Francisco scores early and often, and they kind of run away with it.
Yeah, I see the MVP. They haven't announced the MVP, right?
No.
I mean, Baltimore has Lamar. I think San Francisco's have McCaffrey, and they have a healthy Debo. They have a healthy Kittle. They just a lot of, up and down this roster. Just now they have 2 main guys on defense, Young and Bosa. So I don't know if 9.5 seems about right. I think that's about right. So I have them winning 31-10. The next game, Tampa Bay at Detroit. This is a 6.5 spread. 48.5 is the over and under. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I don't see this game being close. Again, good season for Tampa. Glad they got in the playoffs, even though it was barely in the playoffs. They had the perfect matchup for them that first week, right? You got a team that I said is dysfunctional in Philadelphia. But here's where it ends. Detroit, I think, is on a mission. And yeah, they don't always play a good 4, quarters in every game. But I think this game being in Detroit, the coach is going to have them prepared. And this is going to, I also think it's going to get a little bit ugly, but I got 31-17 Detroit winning.
I actually have, this is probably my upset of the divisional round. I have Tampa Bay winning 17-14 because I think Detroit offense is, it's pretty good, basically what I'm trying to say. But there's some flaws, and I would think that they would score 30 points against the Rams easily because the defense is not that good. Tampa Bay, it's not that they have a top defense, but they have a defensive coach. They have the linebackers are still there. They still have Vea still there. So, I mean, there's going to be some resistance. Will that be enough for Tampa Bay to win? I think so. But again, they're inside, so they have to worry about the weather. And I sent you that clip about that reporter. You worry about the weather. And he's like, Detroit, they're playing a dome, right? So it's like, why are you bringing that up? And I think that this is going to be, imperative for them to beat Detroit. They have to play well. Baker Mayfield, I mean, he has a swag, but he has to back it up.
Yeah. I love Mayfield. I love his attitude. Love the energy he brings. He's not like the perfect quarterback either. He has some shortfalls, right? But for what he is, I wouldn't mind having him on my team.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having any. And what's this, like his fourth team? Fifth team?
I think only third, right? Cleveland, Carolina.
Oh, Rams. He played for the Rams that one time when Stafford got hurt.
Did he?
Yes. Yes, he's been around. He's been around. The final game of the week, Kansas City at Buffalo. This is the closest spread is 2.5, 46.5 over and under. Ron, what's your prediction?
Yeah, that's a tough game. I think it can go either way. 2.5, point spread to the home favorite is, like I said, is a coin flip. So I got Kansas City though winning this one 24-21. Even though I don't want to see anything about Taylor Swift or anything like that. I think Kansas City, Mahomes, I trust him a little bit more to make a good play and not to make a mistake, even though Allen didn't make any mistakes at all in Pittsburgh or against Pittsburgh. So, but I got Kansas City winning this one because I think they can do a little bit more running and passing. But Buffalo's a good team too, so it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I got Buffalo winning by flipping the score 24-21. I got Buffalo winning, going all the way to the Super Bowl. I think that they haven't forgotten about 2021, 13-second game. They're better. Overtime changes rules because of that game. There's a lot of backstory here, and one of these teams is gonna basically walk away. And the fact that Buffalo is at home, it's not really an advantage per se because these are both cold weather teams, so it's not like that's anything different. But I do expect Bills Mafia to be extra loud.
Yeah, forget the loud. They'll be throwing snowballs like they did against Pittsburgh.
They'll be doing everything. I think that there's some Canadian fans and they just do whatever they want. They're like, hey, we're going back to Canada anyway, so what does it matter?